Fighting Spirit Wrestling fans! I am longtime independent wrestling fan Robert. The Lion's Den 2016 was a very good show from the American Legion in Brooklyn, New York. The show kicks off with Suntan in the ring, seemingly announcing his retirement, but April Fools to everybody. And before we went any further, the SNOT, Chris Rex, Azrael, minus Sammy Callahan, and the flag boy who had a snot flag with him. No, folks, it did not have actual snot on the flag. They come out and Chris Rex tells Suntan, "You're going to have a match." He said, "You're not wrestling me. You're not wrestling Azrael. You're not facing the snot flag boy, our newest member." And out came Croatian sensation Mario Bokara. And these two men had a pretty good matchup. Eventually, the match resulted in Suntan winning on a disqualification due to the snot interfering. Eventually, Magma comes out, and his match with Azrael gets underway, and the good guy Azrael defeated Magma. Up next, we saw the Zoltan, Chris Cage, and Superstar Whiplash challenge the Elements, Pyro, Pulse, and Iceberg for the Tag Team Championship. Zoltan was doing a promo at the beginning, right before the match, and I forgot what they said. Oh, actually, Whiplash mentioned about there's a race between himself and Talon to see who'd be the first Triple Crown winner in FSW history. Well, the match was on, and the Zoltan defeated the Elements to become the new tag team champions. But after the match ended, the Elite come out, Joey Tell and Talon. They chase off Zoltan, but then out comes PJ Stackpole, and he announces that, Talon has not defended the Primero Championship in months, and he says, "You're going to defend it right now." And out comes AJ Spectre with Mandy Monroe, and Stackpole tells Etel that he's banned from ringside for the match. And Etel leaves the ring, and the match gets underway, and AJ Spectre defeats Talon, thanks with an assist from Mandy Monroe, to become the brand new Primero champion. Up next, it was time for a contract signing as PJ Stackpole comes out with Ian Aldwin and Leon Mason, and they bring a table, a 6-pack of Heinekens, and 2 chairs, and out comes Cyrus DeVille, and they have the contract signing, and they try to really get under Cyrus's skin about the alcohol issue and drinking. And I think some beer was thrown in Cyrus's face, and Ian broke a beer bottle over Cyrus's head, and he bled as a result of it. And they smeared some of Cyrus's blood from his head on the contract. And eventually, Aldwin, Mason, and Stackpole leave the ring, and Cyrus gets up, and he literally signs the contract. And now for the I Quit match, which will be happening at Lucha Libre Extravaganza on Friday night, May 6th. I hope I can make that show. Up next, it was Joel Maximo against Mike Verna, the Man of Steel, for the Heavyweight Championship. Verna defeated Maximo for the second time to retain the title, and even though PJ Stackpole did come out, he did not interfere, unlike Kill Them All back in January. Now, at that point, they did go to intermission. They went to intermission at that point, and then it was time for the Lion's Den match, which we know basically is a Royal Rumble where the final 2 men would face each other in a singles match, leading to a pinfall or submission. Last year's winner, Talon, entered first. The number 2 entrant was Rocky, who we knew as Nestor. Talon made short work of this kid, and number 3 was somebody dressed as Deadpool. I wonder who that was. Number 4 was Indestructible Joey Tell. Among other participants were Suntan, the entire SNOT, including Flag Boy, Who else I remember? Wasn't it Mandy Monroe, even though she never got eliminated? Let's see. I'm trying to other. There were some other people. Max Caster, Francis Kipling Stevens, CPA, Leon Mason, Ian Aldwin. When Cyrus DeVille hit the ring, he wanted to go after Aldwin, but PJ Stackpole enters the ring and says, "No, no, 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 no! You cannot touch him, or the match doesn't happen." And Cyrus speared Stackpole. Joe Bronson, elite athlete Mike Orlando. I'm trying to think who else we had in this match. Yeah. Oh boy. Who else was there? Well, it came down to Maxwell Jacob Feinstein and Flawless Blake Morris in a one-on-one matchup, and Blake Morris put away Feinstein with a tombstone pile driver. And after the match, the SNOT hit the ring attacking Morris. Joel Maximo came out to save him, but the numbers game caught up with them. And then eventually Man of Steel Mike Verna comes out to save the day, and they're all on the floor, and Chris Rex took the microphone and he says, "Hey, you thought this was the big surprise? No, he's not the newest member of the SNOT. The newest member of the SNOT is too cocky Kevin Matthews, who came through the crowd and attacked Maximo Morris and Verna from behind, and they were left laying. Eventually, Maximo Morris and Verna get up, and they issue a challenge for a six-man tag at Lucha Libre Extravaganza Friday night, May 6th. I hope I can make that show." And, Maximo asked Morris and Verna if they wanted to do it, and they said they would, and that's pretty much how the show ended. It's now time for the personal notes. A huge welcome back to Emilio, who had not been to FSW in quite some time. Great seeing Melissa, Nicole, Mike, Peter Gilmore. I noticed the Wrestling Snobs, Joey and Daniel in attendance. I noticed Greg Jones in attendance. I can't remember who else we had in the crowd with us. Well, for the first time in a long time, the crew section was packed. There were some pretty women at the show, especially the one behind me in the white and gold top. One memorable quote we got for the night: "I could play chuckers on your tights." Peter Gilmore referring to Mario Bocara's attire. Well, as mentioned, Fighting Spirit Wrestling presents Lucha Libre Extravaganza Friday night, May 6th from the American Legion. Matches already announced: Cyrus DeVille against Ian Aldwin in an I Quit match. A 5-star masked matchup, which has Jigsaw versus Lince Dorado versus Latin Dragon versus Amasis, or is it Amasis, versus the legendary Blue Demon Jr. We have, those are two definite matches, and I guess the Maximo, Verna, and Morris against, I don't know which three members of the SNOT will be in action. One of the participants I forgot in this matchup was Malta the Damager, and he and Leon were going at it, and Ian Aldwin eliminated both men, and I still like to see that. Malta the Damager against Leon Mason at Lucha Libre Extravaganza. I sure hope I can make this show due to work and all. I mean, it's not worth other things. Oh, I forgot another participant. Surprisingly, DJ Ammo entered the Lions Den matchup. And he didn't last too long. And instead of mixing songs, why don't he just play songs in their entirety? Man. Yeah, I did enjoy this event, and I will say it was better than last year's Lions Den. and looks like hopefully some big things will be coming out of this promotion.